Hi folks, this is Bud, here to share some more resources with you today. Wanted to change it up a little bit and actually switch up from CBT deck and actually switch over to DBT deck. And this is from Dialectical Behavioral Therapy. What I'm going to go ahead and do is share my screen briefly to go over some of these cards. Now, to give kind of an orientation, a brief orientation to DBT, similar to the CBT deck, the DBT deck is broken into different types of cards. So the main skills are down here below: dialectics, mindfulness, distress tolerance, emotional regulation, and interpersonal effectiveness. So for today's practice or today's brief exercise, I actually wanted to go into distress management, which is our purple cards. So just to give kind of an overview, right? What is distress tolerance? So I'm going to go ahead and read the card here. Many people cope with stress and crisis by getting into behaviors that provide relief, but at a great cost. Examples of these include ineffective behaviors such as alcohol, drug use, self injury, gambling, spending excessive amounts of money, or overeating. As an alternative, we can learn and practice distress tolerance skills to manage stress and crisis in a way that help us without having after effects that can negatively impact our lives. And just as a baseline, for anyone that may be struggling with any of these topics, please feel free to reach out for a session. Getting into the building blocks of distress tolerance, 3 ways to improve distress tolerance skills are listed in these guidelines. So the first one would be to continue to incorporate these skills and try to practice them every day. The second would be to continue diversifying your skills. So if you are finding one of these skills are helpful, continue to do that. And having an openness to trying new things might also be helpful in this search, right? And the third guideline would be to create an organized distress tolerance plan preventatively for crisis that might arise or situations that might arise in the future, to prepare and to have a toolkit that you can respond with. Perfect. So what I'm going to be sharing today is accepts. Part of DBT is a lot of helpful, applicable acronyms that make engaging with and reminding ourselves of these tools a little bit more easy and helpful, right? So the acronym accepts contains skills that keep you busy and distracted when you would otherwise be preoccupied by a crisis. It can be easy to dwell on what is going wrong, so instead focus on the behaviors and accepts to get yourself through these possible difficulty times. The first one is activities. So, staying busy with activities keeps your mind off of problems and your behaviors focused on the healthy and helpful. Make a list of activities you enjoy when your life feels better, or consult an activity list online or in a manual. Maintain a schedule of pleasant activities to do mindfully. Choose an activity and get going. Next one is contributing. So with contribute to other people as a way to take the focus off of yourself and your problems, to feel connected and useful, and to create positive feelings. Quick examples include doing favors, writing thank you notes, or baking treats to share, finding a volunteer position, brainstorming a list of ways to contribute, and do at least one of these activities today. Journal about your thoughts and feelings afterwards. Comparisons. If you did watch the previous video, we talked about self-comparisons. This one here Continuing that practice is drawing healthy comparisons between yourself and other people. We only have to turn on the news to realize that there are people without necessities who have suffered unthinkable tragedies or who have tremendous obstacles to overcome. Remembering that others suffer too, often in worse ways, allows you to have a perspective and even feel grateful that you don't have those problems. With this card, not wanting to minimize what folks are going through, but drawing healthy comparisons with other folks. Emotions. Emotions flow from what we do. Change your behavior to create a different emotion. When depressed, get into behaviors that lift you. When anxious, get into behaviors that relax you. And when you're angry, get into behaviors that calm you. Check your emotions in this moment. And if you want to change, decide to participate in a healthy behavior to create that new emotion. This one's really powerful. Pushing away. Pushing away means putting your problems on hold for a period of time. Say to yourself, this is a tomorrow problem. Or imagine putting your problem into a box, locking it, and then putting it on a shelf in the closet. Shut the door on your problem for now. Thoughts. You cannot think about two things at once, so direct your thoughts to be helpful. Do a crossword puzzle or Sudoku. Read an engaging book or get into a spirited discussion or watch an engrossing movie. Occupy your thoughts away from worries, depressive thoughts, or your problems. Find something helpful to focus your thoughts on in this moment. The next and final of the acronym, sensations. Distract yourself with healthy sensations. Get up and dance to loud music, suck on a sour candy, take a hot or cold bath, deeply inhale a strong, pleasant scent such as peppermint. Wake up any or all of your senses in a vigorous way and notice any changes in your experience. Create a sensation toolkit with all of your favorite ways to invigorate your senses and use your tools. This also ties into an event that we're doing for sensory awareness. So if you would like to continue bringing awareness towards sensory or tools for sensory, please do let us know. Again, just kind of orienting DBT and this specific intervention to being more applicable in a crisis situation. But DBT and the skills in DBT are certainly applicable to day-to-day engagements. So certainly we continue to support students for reaching out if they would like to connect to mental health services. Please do know that the support is there if you do need some support. Be well, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.